Okay, here's one more application problem. So we have an auditorium that has 20 rows of seats. So there's 20 seats in the first row, 21 in the second row, 22 in the third row, and so on. So how many seats are there in total? Alright, so first thing we want to do is come up with a formula that tells us the number of seats in each row. So we know it's just 20 plus you add 1 for every row, but how would we express that as a function? Well, we would use the arithmetic nth term formula. So the common difference is 1 because there's one seat added every time you increase the rows. Alright, so 1 is the common difference times n minus 1 plus the first term. So if we simplify that, we get that a sub n is equal to n plus 19. Alright, so that makes sense because on the first row there's 20, so you just kind of add the row number to 19 to get the total number of seats. So how many seats are there in all 20 rows? Well, this is an arithmetic sum, so we can use this formula here where we do the first term. So on the first row there's 20. On the last row, since there are 20 rows, that would be 20 plus 19. So 39 seats in the last row. Divide by 2 and multiply it by n. So on the calculator we could do it two ways. We can use that formula directly like we just did, or we could use summation notation, which I'll show you this one. So we get the sigma notation. So if n represents the number, like each row number, so like first row is 1, second row is 2, and we're going to do the first 20 rows, then we just put that nth term formula that expresses the number of seats in each row, and we get 590, which would be the total number of seats in the auditorium. Okay, and another way you could do it using the formula is, I just paused the video real quick and typed in the nth term formula with the colon equal sign. So you can use that in that summation formula. You could do a sub 1 plus a sub 20, which represents the seats in the first row plus the seats in the last row. Divide by 2, multiply it by n, and it doesn't know what n is. That's my fault. I should have wrote 20. And we get 20 because there's 20, n is 20 because there's 20 rows that we're finding. Alright, so hope that helps. So yeah, that's it. Good luck with everything in your lives.